Hello, how are you?
Hello, sorry. I'll be a lot better after this coffee.
Are we done? Have we started? Is this it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great.
Well, you could do the first question. I'll sit
Yeah.
here and have me afternoon coffee.
Okay. So hi.
Hi.
Hi. So to start things off, I'd like you to talk about a bit how you look back now on your last record, Glitterbug.
Can we not look forward?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, you're going to get different answers from both of us, but I mean, yeah, I mean,
And if you talked about different songs, you get different answers from all of us
I'm
as
proud
well.
of it, but you know, I wasn't like, yes, we've nailed this one, or I wasn't, you know, yeah, I never listened to it. It's like
Did you listen to the second album?
there's some great, yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, there's some great songs on it. But yeah, I was just like, I always feel like we could have done better, like first, second, third, fourth, 10th, it doesn't really matter. I think I'll, you know, always be a fairly critical judge of our work.
So not your favorite record of your career.
Probably not, no.
Do you want me to answer
Yeah.
as well? I don't have a favourite or a worst. Like for me, it's just that's what we did at that chapter in our careers, and there's loads of. I think there's some of the best moments we've ever had as a band on there. But I know what Murph says in a way about some of it. But I think a lot of music is about what's going on in your head and life at the time, and it's. I mean, time changes obviously how you think about things and stuff. For me, I really enjoyed working with Mark Crew for the first time on that album, and I thought what he brought to our sound was great, and I'm really proud of the album, and I wouldn't think to compare any of our albums or say that any of them are better or worse than the others. It's just it's another saga and another chapter in the book that is the fucking somber ways.
So now that you were saying that music's about what goes on in your head and the moment you are living in your life, I was reading yesterday the press release, and there was a quote by you saying that they wanted to make an album with more swagger, more laid back.
Yeah, see, I may have said the swagger bit, but I don't remember saying the laid back thing.
You've got a great swagger on you. You've always swaggered brilliantly.
Yeah, laid back is a terrible choice of words. It's not like we wanted to make like a fucking Ibiza chill album. But
we're talking more about what's going on in your head and your approach to it, and letting it go a bit more, and like
something that was more sure of itself, that was more confident, that wasn't. You know, I think we had an opportunity to not make the kind of let's get on the radio kind of album and like just sit back and let it do its thing, and I think that's really worked well for us. But it's definitely not a laid back album.
Can you talk about the recording process?
Yeah, we recorded over 6 to 8 weeks in London with Mark Crew and Catherine Marks, and it was it was great. Yeah, I don't really know what else. Well, we kind of made a decision to kind of not go too synth heavy on this album, and to kind of impose a few restrictions on ourselves in terms of what we could do and how we could make something a bit different from the last album. So in some respects that was kind of tricky. But yeah, it all kind of came together very nicely.
And do you think that the fact that each one of you was in a different part of the globe, how did that come into play into this record? Is that reflected in the record somehow?
I think like on Glitterbug as well, you know, Murph was spending a lot of time in Los Angeles, and me and Todd were in Liverpool. On the second album, Murph was in London, me and Todd were in Liverpool, and we recorded the second album in LA. Like, I don't think it really. There's been a combination of LA, London, Liverpool, Oslo, sort of for quite a long time, really. So I don't think for us, people keep asking this question. That's kind of why I was laughing, but I don't think for us it's actually even we don't really think about it. I mean, logistically, it makes things a little bit harder, and you have to organise things. So we organised.
You have to plan ahead, yeah.
Yeah, so we organised 4 writing trips where we to Oslo. To actually just say, right, we're going to go there for 2 weeks. We had to, book an Airbnb and go and stay there. And the prime aim of this trip is to like hang out, drink some booze together and make some songs. But I mean, whether we're 100 miles apart or
I think
1,000 miles, it doesn't
we are
really
kind
matter.
of very blessed and lucky and fortunate that we get to like travel as much as we do. But we have travelled like a ridiculous and exhaustive amount now that like
Exhaustative?
That's a word, isn't
Exhaustive, I think.
Exhaustive,
But
sorry.
I like exhaustative.
Like 11
it's like
hours.
Quantitative easing.
11 hours. And an 11-hour flight is kind of neither here nor there anymore. So it doesn't really make that much of a difference, I don't think.
And with the internet, we can share ideas and songs easily.
It's going to be the next big thing, everyone.
Yeah, you watch out, the internet, tell you it's going to catch on. Murph could send the song idea over, and 5 minutes later I could be in a practice room or in my studio in London with headphones on, listening to exactly what's just come through. It really is. It's that good. You just keep your eye out for it. It's great. It's going to revolutionise things.
Okay, and when exactly in the album process did you come up with the title "Beautiful People Will Ruin Your Life"?
Well, it was kind of a song idea to start with, and then it was kind of crap. So took the good title and kind of used it elsewhere. And I think it is a good summary of the lyrical themes that are going on with the album, and kind of the lyrical themes that have always been going on with the Wombats since we started many moons ago, and how kind of damaging close relationships can be with whether it's an inanimate object or a loved one or a family member or a friend, and how the people closest to you can ultimately inflict the most damage. Yeah.
So that is reflected. I mean, any personal experience is reflected in the lyrics of this record?
Yeah, I mean, it's all kind of born from personal experience and reality, one way or another, yeah. I think the Wombats have tried to make that a staple thing that continues to happen in every song, really. Sometimes we have to elaborate because our lives aren't that exciting, but yeah.
But if you start from a place of honesty, I think there's more chance of, well, you're actually genuinely singing about something that means something to you, and you hope that people listening to it will, and we've heard that from a lot of fans and stuff.
There's a bigger chance of connection, I think.
Yeah, who say that the words and the music and stuff has really helped them through certain times in their lives and stuff. And I think maybe if it hadn't come from an honest place, it might be a bit more difficult to actually create that, connection.
Yeah.